Economics students, I'm very excited to welcome you once again to JC Best Schools online tutorial platform. Hope you're safe at home. I remain your host, Mr. Linus. Last week, we treated the topic agriculture. This week, our focus is on, look at your screen very closely. What do you make of the pictures? What message are they communicating? They serve as guide to what we will be discussing today, which is mining. And our takeaways are, upon conclusion of this lesson, you should be able to define mining, explain the term mining sector, mention and explain the components of mining sector in Nigeria, identify 5 categories of solid minerals in Nigeria. Stay tuned. Definition of mining. Mining is the process of extracting useful minerals and metals from the surface of the earth, including the seas. Examples are crude oil, gold, gravel, iron ore, diamond, coal, limestone, copper, etc. Now, to extract means to draw out, and you have to draw out means something is preventing it. So it means to dig out or to draw out or to drill out minerals from the earth's surface or from the sea. You could draw out diamond from the sea, gravel. Gravel is the little stones you see on the screen, etc. So the process of getting out the aforementioned minerals is called mining. The process of digging out, drawing out, drilling out, the process is what we termed mining. You can have I have some of them on the screen. You have gold, you have gravel. Under gravel, you have limestone. We also have miners extracting coal. Then, having said that, let's move to the next specific objective, which is mining sector. Mining sector, since we've explained mining, now mining sector is comprises of what? Industries dedicated to finding the location of mining site and extraction of valuable metal and mineral reserves from the earth for commercial purpose. Now, these are industries that actually make up the mining sector or that control mining. So the industries that control mining is what we now know as mining sector. Now, in that sector, we have industries that do the location of industry, the extraction of those minerals I mentioned, and the sale of them. That is, making them available for commercial purpose. And these industries control the affairs of the sector. So we call them the mining sector. So now the mining sector is made up of what? Industries that control the mining. Does it make sense that way? Yes. And we have example. We have OCF Petroleum Mine and Golden Company Limited, Abuja. So it's an industry, and it controls the mining of petroleum and the mining of gold in Nigeria. You know what that means? They extract, they process, and they make available for use, commercial purpose. Now, having said that, let's move to the next specific objective. We have components of mining. We have 3 components of mining. I will take them one after the other. Number 1 is exploration and mining. It is also known as upstream sector. This sector of the economy is made up of the activities of mining and exploration companies. Now, listen now. This sector is in charge of processing of mineral deposits in commercial viable quantity. It is the process of finding mineral deposits in commercial viable quantity. So this sector focuses on what? Finding. To explore means to look for, to search for, to find. And when they find, what do? They start mining, extracting. Are you getting it? It's also known as upstream sector. So their job is to do what? To explore, to look for, get to know where it's located, where gold mine is, where you can have gold deposits, you can have copper deposit, you can have limestone, and the mine extract. Now the next one is the midstream. It talks about processing and beneficiation. This sector comprises of activity. Now before we go, you see pictures next to by the exploration and mining sector, which is the upstream. You have the deposit of what? Gold, up and down. There are two pictures joined together, and you can see the bulldozer there. You can see the gold deposit. Now the next one talks about processing and beneficiation, which is the midstream. This sector comprises of activities that transform minerals from their natural form into finished or semi-finished goods. The first one does what? The first sector does what? Searches for the mineral, extract it, that is, digs it out or drills it out. While the midstream does what? Transforms it from its natural state to finished or semi-finished state. Now you can see the tractor, the machine working on the gold, trying to transform it to semi-finished, because that's not the final state of gold. Gold could be used to make wristwatch or gold cup or even medal. So it transformed, for example, the activities of cement companies that transform limestone into cement. Another example, the activities of gold company that changes the raw gold to gold cup or gold wristwatch. So this sector is in charge of processing and transforming, changing the key word here is to transform its raw state to either semi-finished or finished. That's the work of this midstream. The next component is marketing and transportation, which is known as the downstream. They are like the middlemen. They are the last stage of the sector. What they do is this comprises of activities of wholesalers, retailers, agents, and sales personnel who ensure that outputs from mining activities get to the consumer or end user. So their job is to convey the already transformed products from which sector, from which department, from the midstream to the final consumer. This sector is known as the downstream. Now, the examples of the products, you can see them: wristwatch, gold wristwatch, you have gold cup, you have semi-finished gold, which could still be transformed or reproduced to make something like the wristwatch or the gold cup. And the next one is categories of minerals in Nigeria. And you have the mineral, you have the industry it belongs to, and you have the place you can locate it in Nigeria. Number one, the industrial. Industrial have barite. The barite, you can get it in Benue State, you can get it in Plateau State, you can get it in Cross River State. Colinite, you can get it in Imo, Enugu, Ondo, Edo State. Limestone, Sokoto, Bauchi, Gombe, Benue. Gypsum, Imo, Kogi, Adamawa, Bayelsa. Now they are used for industrial purpose, for production of some of the products we use. So like limestone is used for cement, manufacturing industries, and some other, even coalite, it has its use too, and some other minerals. You have energy. You have coal, lignite, uranium. Now coal, you can get it in Enugu, Anambra, Benue, Delta. You can get lignite in Enugu, Delta. You can get uranium in Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Cross River states. This segment or this category is in charge of production of energy or electricity. Next one is metallic ore. You have gold, diamond, copper, and silver, iron ore, lead, zinc. Can get gold in Osun, Abuja, Niger, Kebbi State. Can get diamond in Katsina State, Kano. Copper, you can get it in Kano, Gombe, Abia, Nasarawa, and Taraba State. Iron ore, you can get it in Kogi State, Abia Plateau, and Kwara State. Iron lead zinc rather, you can get it in Ebonyi State, Akwa Ibom State. We also have special stones. These are used for decoration for beautification of the building or church. It could also be worn. So we have examples like sapphire, emerald, tourmaline. You have sapphire, you can see it in Yobe State, Plateau, Taraba, Bauchi, Kaduna. Emerald, you can get it in Kogi, Taraba, Bauchi, Osun State. Tourmaline, you can get it in Plateau, precisely in Jos. You can get it in Oyo. Garnet, you can get it in Oyo, Osun, Bauchi. The last one is for construction of roads, bridges, and even building. You can get gravel in Calabar, Uyo, Niger State, Abia, or Plateau State. Granite, you can get it in Enugu, Ebonyi, Kogi, Plateau, Ogun, Oyo, Osun, Nasarawa, and Ekiti State. Bitumen, you can get it in Ogun, Ondo, Edo, or Lagos State. You have mining products and their uses. Product 1, you have gold. You can see semi-finished gold or semi-finished gold. It could be used for medals, statue, jewelry, watches, or trophy. The cup you give a team that's won a competition. So that's product 1. It could also be used to make statue for people. You can put statue in your compound, in front of your house. Jewelry you wear, wristwatches you wear, and trophy as well. So gold could be used for these uses. You have could be used for these purposes rather. You have diamond. Diamond could be used for cutting mirrors, for drilling rocks, for engraving names. To engrave means to write on a metal. It could be used to make jewelry too. Number 3, silver. Silverware, you have dishes, you have pots, you have spoons. We have some other silverwares that could be made through silver. You have jewelry, you have coins too. And coins, Nigeria was using coin way back, I think around up to 10 years or more than 10 years ago. There was the existence of coin. Some countries are still making use of coin. So silver could be used to produce coin. We have coal. Coal is a form of energy. It could be used to cook or to generate electricity. You have gypsum. You can see the picture. You can see how it is. It could be used to produce wallboard. It could be used to produce cement or POP in houses. That's a roofing of houses. Modern houses, you see POP there. So when you are inside your house, that roof you see in modern houses is called POP, and etc. Granite, you can see the solid rock, how beautiful it is. It is used in building, the building of houses, bridges, or even towers, stair towers, or even wall towers, etc. Collinite, you can see how whitish it is. It's very white, or it's pure white. It could be used to make paper, cement, rubber, ceramics. Emerald, the last two are gemstones or special stones. They could be used for decoration. They are used to make jewelry, relieving stress, increase mental alertness, connection, vision, strengthen the immune system. Now, sapphire or emerald, we also have tourmaline, we also have topaz, and even ruby. They could be used to. There's a belief that when you put it on, it releases you of stress. It calms your mental state. It brings you connection. Maybe someone that has it or that gave it to you, it makes you to remember the person more often. So there's a spiritual attachment to it. It even makes you to see vision. It strengthens your immune system. I don't know how rare it is, but I think it does work. So the stones are used for these things. Could help you to relieve your stress, make you connect to something in the past. It could make you see vision. It could strengthen your immune system. Now, strengthening of immune system here talks about, like, I understand it, or it is making you, since it makes you to calm down, since it calms your nerves, it works on your nerves. So, when you don't panic, you're not always afraid, you're always in good state. It makes you strong. You understand? It makes you alert, and it prevents you from falling sick. So it builds up your immune system and makes you stand strong. So that's one of the works of gemstones. And this is where I'm going to draw the curtain for today. But before you go, let's get to the assignment section. List 5 solid minerals found in Nigeria. State one area each where these minerals are found in Nigeria. State one area each where these, in other words, if you list one, each mineral, where can you find, for instance, if you say gold, where can you find gold? I hope you're getting it. The last one, state 4 importance of minerals to economic development in Nigeria. Thank you very kindly. Stay safe, be respectful, and be in your best behavior at home. Bye.